I'm just doing one piece. Before I do this piece, I want to kind of dedicate this piece. Well, really, why I'm here to Curtis, because I wasn't gonna come. I was tired. I was like, let's just go home. But Curtis was like, why don't you come out? But I am a poet. I've been doing poetry for most of my entire life. I started out rapping, but then I was like, no, I want to be a rapper and do a lot in the industry. So I started doing poetry, and the last time I did a poem, I was telling my friend over here that a guy broke my heart, and I ain't did no poetry after that. But before that, my excuse was I got writer's block. It's like I can't write. My mind is not there. So this piece is also just dedicated to me just being open to myself. And so a lot of the poetry that I've been doing lately is freestyle poetry. Poetry has always been like my therapy, and so tonight is going to be more of a therapy session for me. So I would love for y'all to join me in this conversation. This piece is called Complication. It's complicated. The talks, the conversation, the relationships, my mom, the family, the sisters, the sex, but it's my guess that he was complicated. I asked him a question and he told me that I had to learn the lesson, but the lesson was somehow blind, and I wasn't Ray Charles, but I could play some keys and the tone seemed really good, so I played along until I said to myself, this shit is getting complicated. And somehow I couldn't express that to my mom because she always told me that there had to be some kind of respect in the tone. But that noise, it kept compacting me, and somehow the situation kept distracting me, and so I just said it. Mama, this shit is complicated. I need your help. Like, you're supposed to be here. You're my mother. And then my voice started to get loud, and then I had to step back because then somehow the loudness was kind of sounding like I was an angry black woman, but no. The situation was just complicated. See, it started out with me being 18, a young girl who had to figure out life all on her own. She made a lot of mistakes. Me and did her wrong, and then again, she made her way still doing the right things. But then the right things led to the wrong. I realized she was just complicated. She didn't have all the answers, but somehow she knew how to say yes, but she didn't know how to say no. And somehow she still was complicated. I mean, words of being misguided and thoughts of being called the wrong person to talk to and even being described as a hoe. I mean, sometimes they would even use numbers to discalculate me. I mean, making no words to sound, calculating. I mean, they were calling me things like a 304, and I would just cross my arms and say, I don't know what that is. But then my mama would tell me, even as a young girl, about the birds and the bees, and somehow I didn't see those things, those trees, but then I picked up a tree and I thought about Mary Jane, and she felt so good. I mean, I would listen to her songs all the time, and I would just groove and grind, but at that time, I didn't know that life was so complicated. And so here I am today. I just wanted to say, hey. I just wanted to say, hey, I don't know when somebody talking to y'all.
Hey, girl.
And even though this was a therapy session, see, we don't even know how to respond. I mean, I thought it was bad to talk about the things that I heard when people would talk. And I mean, people would talk. I mean, Ezra talked about black excellence, and it's sad that he was right. For me to have to point out the fact that I'm an excellent person means that I don't accept my blackness. But if I was white, I mean, that's a conversation we sometimes don't want to have. So many different factors of my pain. But I guess it's just complicated. I walked outside, and even though it's not rain, it's cloudy out there. And so many days I just walk and I pace, trying to find my way. So I sat in the mic, and I just had a conversation. I found myself back into a place where I was running, and I was trying to figure out, was it writer's block, or was I hiding? Hiding from the only thing that could ever save me. God, you told me you would pace me, and God said, I'm putting you on the right direction. You just gotta have faith in me. And then somehow I ended up here. Somehow I came into a portal and I made a connection. Was it spiritual? Was it a blessing? I don't know. Are those words the same? And don't get me wrong, this conversation was not meant to go in vain. I mean, I'm not trying to stand up here and whine. I'm just trying to have a conversation. Even though it's complicated, some things don't need to be mentioned. But if I can mention this, I'm just a broken girl who has a vision to be something better. And even though this is supposed to be a poem, sometimes a conversation is a long, sad, grateful love letter. Thank you.